just as I'm listening to you, a couple of thoughts popped in my head. I'm trying to be as aware as possible because awareness is important, as we both know. But I'm just thinking about the power of this. In other words, you're bringing all the senses in, you're trying to take people somewhere else, you're trying to make them presential. In other words, you're trying to touch them right at the core of their being. It's almost like, okay, I want to take them on a primal journey. I want them to be afraid, I want them to be excited, I want them to want something. And that maybe leads into the area of advertising. Do you see this platform that you're developing and growing and evolving as maybe taking people on a journey to touch their emotions? Because advertising is about touching a range of emotions. It becomes a more powerful motivator to get people to click, buy this now, or go and visit a store or whatever.
Yeah, we do. We've done a couple of projects, and we have a couple of pilots going on for brand experience. So how do you really turn it into a brand experience, right? So, we like, at least at SuperViz, taking that experience to SuperViz, we like to say, if you're gonna sell Coke, you don't put a sign up that says drink Coke. That's the obvious thing, but you have this feeling of it's no doubt this is Coca-Cola, right? It's much more powerful if you can turn the experience into the brand as opposed to put the brand on the experience, right? Yeah. And so that idea is also really powerful, and so branding as well as even events, right? So we also have pilots going on where you live stream someplace. So there's a place you need to go to. So right now as well, you can't go to all these places, but you could. Every meeting room in the live stream is like a VIP booth at any place. So you and your friends meet together inside a SuperViz, inside of a live place. So it's as if you have your VIP table at an event where you can see each other in webcams, you have your avatars, you're all hanging out in the place, but you have front row seats in whatever place. So being able to have these branded or exciting or entertainment experiences together is also something that's really interesting.
Yeah.
It's like the problem with any startup is focus, right? And so it's like, okay, so we want to.
There's a lot of opportunities. Okay, which one do we do?
So we have no doubt that in the future, it's gonna get very wide. This idea of teleportation to places. I mean, I look at my kids; they're teleporting mentally in places all day. Whether they're in Roblox or Minecraft or in the room with me, you can just see it in their eyes that their idea of being somewhere is it's such where are you? It becomes such an open-ended question, and we kind of feel it, right? I mean, so it's going to be so normal for us to be in just want to go somewhere else and be somewhere else in the future, and so. So we have this vision, and now you got to turn that vision into a viable business, right? It's like this sci-fi vision of the future, but then, so who's willing to pay for that now? And so what does it look like? What does the version look like that people are willing to pay for now? Okay, so it's about getting stuff done when the location is the subject of the conversation. And so that really helps you get the platform down, focus on what the features you need to be building out. But at the same time, you're constantly toying with these experiments that kind of push the limits. Let's get live 360 feeds in. It solves this current niche's problem, but it also starts opening these doors of viable, minimum viable products for other experiments as you're moving along. But the problem is always bringing it back. Okay, focus, because we're gonna it's the classic death, right? You're basically doing too many things at once and not focusing on anything.